Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We're here starting our live stream at Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders football team. Wanted to highlight the torch here at the north end zone. You can see it right there. That's the Al Davis torch that burns for the former owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. It is located right here off of Mandalay Bay, right behind Mandalay Bay, and Interstate 15, which is right here. And you can see the marquees out here that they have. But if you're staying right here at Mandalay Bay or Luxor, that bridge right there that you see, that is Hacienda Avenue. All you have to do is come downstairs from either one of those hotels and cross over the bridge, and it'll take you straight over here to Allegiant Stadium, which is really, really cool, I think. Really, really convenient. But we're gonna go ahead and get going here and proceed out of here. Just wanted to start out here at the stadium. They actually have a game here tomorrow, so kind of happy that they don't have anything going on this evening. That's a good thing. I'm gonna come out here to Allegiant Stadium Way, right here, and make a right. One more look here at the stadium and the north end zone. Pretty cool stuff if you're into sports. We're gonna go out here. Oh, I can't do that. I gotta make a right here. And so I'll make a right onto Hacienda. And this is all you have to do. You just have to walk across the bridge here over to the stadium from either Mandalay Bay or the Luxor. Right here. We're gonna take Hacienda. This is named Hacienda because that's where the Hacienda Hotel and Casino used to be located, right here off of Las Vegas Boulevard. Used to be, that is a turn lane, it looks like. Yes. Used to be right here where Mandalay Bay is now. And back then they used to name the streets for the hotel casinos that used to be located at the intersection with Las Vegas Boulevard here on the strip. Oh, wow, why'd you chicken out? Yeah, I know the whole thing is the service and you know, the way they treat you and stuff like that. I can understand why, but yeah, that other place, that's Hammered Harry's. The thumbnail is from Hammered Harry's, which is actually down on Fremont Street, but it's the same company. Yeah, D-Man, that's the same company. Going underneath Mandalay Bay. This is one of the walkways that they have here for all the shops and bars that are overhead, connecting Mandalay Bay with the Luxor overhead here. And Road to Mandalay Bay. That's a very creative name they came up with there. Didn't really feel like getting picked on. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, it's it can be a little bit. Sometimes I just like to go and you know, try and have a good time and not worry about that kind of stuff. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Yeah. Some people like that stuff. I don't know. There's the tram going directly in front of us, the tram that takes you between Luxor, Mandalay Bay, and Excalibur. So you don't have to walk the whole distance if you don't want to. You can come over and take their little tram. But it only goes between those three properties. And then you also have a tram that goes up there between Aria and Cosmopolitan as well. But again, they don't extend to any other properties. And they probably like it that way, right? They're not going to send their guests off to a competing hotel casino. So they only want them to stay in the MGM branded hotel casinos if they did do that, that would be pretty cool, because then you could like go to get as far north as, because all of them are MGM branded casinos, or you know, owned operated casinos, all the way up there to Aria and stuff, New York and all that. Those are all branded MGM, and you could go all the way up to like the T-Mobile Arena to watch a Golden Knights game or a concert, whatever they're having there. This is Las Vegas Boulevard, world famous Las Vegas Strip. Absolutely, yeah, I agree. You have to be in the right mood, definitely. Yeah, if you're having a bad day, probably not. If you're having a good day, well, I don't know. If you're having a good day, I wouldn't want them to bring me down. That's a good point. This is the very south end of the Las Vegas Strip. We're going to turn right and go southbound here for a moment. See the taxi sign in front of us there. Always 420 at the Consumption Lounge, or at the Days Consumption Lounge. Just a point of note, a point of interest for folks as we come up here to Four Seasons Road. If that's something you're into, the CBD shops, the cannabis shops are not allowed to sell within 1,500 feet of the Las Vegas Strip. Oh, thank you, pretty mama. You're very, very kind. I appreciate you. Very kind. Yeah, I got kind of a late start. I wanted to get going at like 5:30, but I was in the middle of making one more video, and I accidentally didn't realize that I was paused, and I'm like, oh no. So I had to actually start the start button again, which set me behind a little bit, but we're here now, and I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for riding along with us. We're going to turn around here and head back north on the Strip in just a moment, but I do want to take us down here to the world famous welcome to Las Vegas, welcome to fabulous Las Vegas sign. Russell Road here. This is the south side of the stadium. If you take that over across the interstate there, there's the Pinball Hall of Fame right there on the left. I've not been in there. I've heard good things about it. You can go in there and be a pinball wizard. Harley Davidson motorcycles there. You can see the sign there for the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. And we'll see how crowded it is here, just out of curiosity. And here we go. All right. Doesn't look like it's overly crowded, but people can tend to be a little strange when it comes to these things in here. I just wanted to get out of the car and show it to you guys. What is this little Infinity doing? No, don't back up. Do not back up. Wow. Whoa, that was scary. Okay. Let me go ahead. Pinball Hall of Fame. Really? Wow, the 60s. That's awesome. Yeah, I need to get in there and take a look around for sure. Show you guys. And of course, the Welcome to Las Vegas sign is right here across from the airport. You have all the executive private jets here. The temperature's cooled down considerably here. And they have security out here, so that's good. Of course, everyone comes out here to take photos. Welcome to the sign here. They have sand on both sides here. I didn't realize that before. And this is fascinating here. The perimeter lights on the sign are standard yellow. Well, that's good to know. I'm just going to stand here real quick and hope that I can get myself in this scene. Hi guys. There we go. Say hi to all of our viewers here. I'll have to see if I can get a screenshot out of that. Maybe a thumbnail. But yeah, you could see all of the private jets over there. And the barbed wire used to keep them from being affected by anyone. In that place, though, there's a dispensary with their own taxi. Jade Dispensary. I wonder if they give you a ride back to your hotel after that. They have these green barricade-looking things up here. We've seen these on the east side of town, though. That was very pleasant to listen to. And they're white along Charleston Boulevard, and they become very, very dirty. And it's like very grimy looking. Pink Box Donuts being advertised up there. Get back in the car. Hey Goat, how you doing, buddy? Oh, you got the thumbnail. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you could send that to me, Pretty Mom, I would appreciate it. That's very cool. I didn't know if I was even in the frame. Lock your car, take your keys, hide your belongings. It says there in front of us. And yeah, a lot of traffic backing out of here. And let me see if I can just twist this around real quick. Alrighty. That's a different Arizona plate. I've never seen that before. Like a blue one. These guys are out here, I guess, admiring their bikes or something. Yeah, so we did the New Year's Eve videos. And took an Uber down there. Actually, an Uber there and back. Didn't want to be out trying to drive around. That was very nice. I was in my lane. Another night in paradise. Indeed! That's right. Oh, I should have turned around there. Let me turn around here. Yeah, so you have the main runway right over here off to our left. And looks like I can make a U-turn right up here. There's a plane coming in right there in front of us. That one is I can't tell. Oh, Frontier. Frontier, they always have the different tails, different types of tails. It's hard to tell what they are most of the time. We just fixed this here. This magnet just pulled off of there. Okay. We'll turn around and head back north on the world famous Las Vegas Strip on this Saturday night. Thank you for being here, everyone. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. These lights are bright, which is really kind of rare considering some of the other parts of town where they don't have street lights. Harley-Davidson motorcycles over there off to the right. You'll see the Las Vegas, welcome to Las Vegas sign coming up here in the median there on the left. There it is. The weather's probably keeping folks away from doing it so much right now. Well, that in the dark. It's hard to get out here and take a photo of yourself with something big and bright like that behind you. There is the aforementioned Pinball Hall of Fame. And looks like I'm going to stop back here because those guys are trying to get out. Where's everyone from? Drop your location. Let me know where everyone's from. Try and get that glare out of there. Okay. Looks like I can get over here now. Outside of Seattle. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, I've got another viewer that's up there, 7-Eleven man in the PNW. And then saw someone commented about the mall video earlier that's up there. That's cool. It's really cool, the difference between up there and down here, right? It's like polar opposites, with the rain and everything up there, and then of course the dry desert down here. Been wanting to take my my wife and family up there. She's never been. Maybe stay outside of town and just drive in on the days we go in, because paying to park is a nightmare down there. Parking itself is a nightmare down there in Seattle. So we come up to the Mandalay Bay here on the left, the site of the former Hacienda Hotel and Casino. The man riding the horse that used to be out in front of Hacienda is now located just on the east end of Fremont Street Experience, downtown Las Vegas. See the McDonald's over there. Liquor outlet. It's ironic you have this huge multi-billion-dollar casino over here on the left, and then you have a McDonald's. I went to Vegas and stopped at McDonald's. I don't know, when you go out of town, I want to go to like a place that the locals go. I wouldn't want to go. In most cases. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, I was thinking about like staying down by the airport when we go up there. And then maybe just taking the light rail up there. But I want to do a little driving up there, so I'll probably get a car. But at least I won't stop. I won't have to pay to park if I stay down there by the airport for the most part. Trying to get that bracket out of the frame there. It is unique, yeah, definitely. They do everything over the top. Vegas does everything over the top, without a doubt. So we wait for the light here at Four Seasons Drive. So they have a, what is that called? Chow Rasta. Indian eatery in there. JF Bakery. Fresh tea and coffee. Sayulitas. Mexican food with a Filipino twist. And then of course the quintessential liquor store. Over here on the right, you also have the Nirvana Hotel. Not sure how you achieve Nirvana in that hotel. Maybe you're not supposed to ask. I don't know. But you can see that clearly now the MGM Grand, because they have taken out all of whatever was left of the Tropicana. They're supposed to be building the ballpark over there. On the left there is the Luxor Pyramid. And the former Delano, now named and rebranded as the W. There is the Luxor there. And then you've got Excalibur up here with its medieval theme. Right there. Good stuff. Yeah, so, you know, I'll share this with you. When I went down to Fremont for New Year's, the guy that came to pick me up close to my house, he was kind of upset because he said that the app kind of... New Zealand, right on. Welcome, Be Real. That's awesome. Welcome. Yeah, so the guy, my Uber driver, was kind of upset because he said that the app messed him up or something, and he said he was only getting like $10 out of the ride. But we weren't going that far. So I was like, okay, sorry. He's like, yeah, ordinarily I'd have to kick you out of the car. I'm like, okay. He's like, but you seem like a nice guy. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm like, okay, you're really working hard for that tip here, buddy. But he also had a $2 bill dangling from this overhead up underneath the rearview mirror in his car. So, you know, the power of suggestive thinking there, right? And so, yeah, I got down there okay. Everything was fine. And then at the end of the night, I go to try and find an Uber to go home. I paid $21 and then the tip on top of it to get down there. Their surge pricing had me paying, I think it was, there's the castle there, but it's not illuminated for some reason. The app it was like $70 to try and take an Uber back home because of surge pricing or whatever, which was crazy. So I'm like, no, I'm not paying $70. You guys are crazy. So I went around, and of course there's a lot of taxis down there. Yeah, me too, man. Goat, I would have been, I was like, wow, dude, you're really working hard for that tip, man. I'm like, yeah, so we're going to do West North Las Vegas. Oh, awesome. Okay. Oh, when are you going to? Oh, okay. 89119. I will do them very soon. Thank you, Eric. I'll add that to the itinerary for sure. Renovating the rooms at the Delano. I think they're done, but I'm not 100% sure. They've got the W sign up on the building now, so I think that they should be renovated by now, simply because they don't want, the name W to be associated with something that isn't, that top tier or whatever. So I think they have been, but don't quote me 100% just yet. I'll have to Google it and take a look and ask around. So yeah, so when I went to try and get home, the Ubers were like $70, so I'm like, okay, forget that. So there were tons of taxis down there. So I go up to all the taxis, and they're all like, where do you want to go? And I'm like, I want to go to this part of town. And they're like, no, I only go south down to the Strip. And I'm like, okay. So I go to the next one in line. Same thing, doesn't want to do it. Then they tell me, go to the car in the front. The guy in the front, he's first in line, you have to go up to him first. Guy in the front of the line says, I only go south to the Strip. Like, what do you got? Speaking of pinball, that's what I felt like. You guys were passing me all over the place. So finally I find one guy. He's like, all right, yeah, you seem like a nice guy. Oh, okay, here we go with this again. So here we go on the right. We got Coca-Cola, M&M World, Hard Rock Cafe, New York, New York over here on our left, along with the Brooklyn Bridge. Dolby Live Theater there, Park MGM, Eataly, the Eataly concept, dining concept, as well as Park MGM there, which is where parts of Dodgeball were filmed. The weather right now, the car says it's like 61 outside, but I know it's windy. It's a little windy, so it's making it feel cooler than that. But it's not terrible yet. There's the Crystal Shops there, Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, and the Aria behind it there. And this is supposed to be 185 square feet, this LED screen here on top of the Walgreens here at Harmon. 185 square foot television. Oh, thank you, pretty mama. I appreciate that. Yeah, we got the police over here, probably just protecting casinos like we saw down on Fremont Street for New Year's Eve. They protect the casino. I tell you what, if you look at my videos from New Year's Eve, wow. All the cops were hanging out in front of the casinos. They were literally like in front of Golden Nugget, in front of Binion's, and then you go east of there into the Fremont East District. They were out front of El Cortez. They were not in front of the pizza place. They were not in front of the nightclub. But they were in force out there in front of the casinos. So that's why I've been titling my videos, "Whom do the police protect and serve here in this town?" Oh goodness, I got this van in the way. I was trying to get that out of the way there for the Bellagio. And then there's the Cosmo stretching up into the night sky. It has its own LED screen there up at the top of its building. But got Paris over here. Cabo Wabo Cantina. And I think this is like a billboard truck or something here in front of us. I'm not sure what's going on there. But it's weird. The Fontainebleau, sure thing. Yeah, it's on the way. No problem. I need to do a video in there one day, actually, because it's been here for a while and I haven't gotten in there. I did see there was a someone posted on Facebook about the One of the restaurants in there, it was like 6 nachos for $24. So it was like $4 a nacho. That was really wild. Yeah, they the prices, especially at Resorts World and Fontainebleau, you know, the new kids on the block down here, right? The prices are crazy. They're really charging a lot for some of the stuff inside these places here. Fontainebleau should be about 10 minutes. Yep. Yeah, it just depends on these lights, yeah. The lights are always fun. The Paris, with its 1/2 scale Eiffel Tower out front there. Sometimes we get stopped here in front of the Bellagio when they're doing a fountain show, but unfortunately that's not the case right now. But there is the Bellagio, as featured in the movie 2012, where they this brings us up here to Flamingo Road, and Old Red here on the right. That is Blake Shelton's place there. Saw some other streamers who were trying to live stream from there, and one person told them that they could do it, the other person told them no. Off the Strip, you know, it depends on what you're into. Excuse me. If you're into pizza, I'm particular to Dom DeMarco's out on West Charleston, as well as there's a place called Amano's up in Centennial, which is really good as well. Some of the places that I used to go to have all closed. COVID really hurt a lot of them. Flamingo always starts buffering. Oh no, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'll try and get out of here as soon as I can. Yeah, the Pizza Rock. Yes, of course, Pizza Rock. Thank you, Pretty Mama. There's one down at Green Valley Ranch down there off of the 215 and Green Valley Parkway. That's a very good one, as well as the one downtown on Fremont Street. The one down at Green Valley Ranch is probably more accessible, though, I would say, because you have to pay to park at the one down in Fremont Street. Also, Whiskey Stadium, really good place, and it's right across the street from the stadium, from Allegiant Stadium, so you can park there. I think it's $50 they said to park. They have like a little mini parking garage there, but you can park there for $50 and then go over to the stadium. But I'd rather go over there and pregame in there myself. Maybe not in September when the weather's still really hot, but I mean, I wouldn't want to be pre-gaming outside, that's for sure. Plenty of great best variety, definitely. That's one of the things I love about this town the most. And people are always like, so are you going to live in Vegas forever? And it's like, well, where else are you going to go? Like, I mean, honestly, where are you going to find all these options? And I know I say a lot in my videos about, you know, the government and, you know, how they should be doing better and all this. But seriously, you're not going to find the dining options, the shopping options that you have here in Vegas. It's really, you know, your New York and LA's are going to be the only other places that kind of have this sort of thing. Well, and maybe like Chicago, but that's about it, right? I mean, you've got some fantastic dining here. Now, granted, you're going to pay for it. There's Casino Royale. Outback Steakhouse right there. So here, oh, let me get over here so I can get that. There's the Mirage. There are the cranes that they are using to help build the guitar-shaped hotel, similar to the one in Hollywood, Florida, just north of Miami. And we've got the Venetian and Palazzo over here off to our right as we come up to, oh, this is not Sands here. Oh, we've got one of these 360 video guys over here talking away. I hope he doesn't start playing music. That would hurt. Second to none. Yeah, I mean, honestly, where else can you go for these dining options? Honestly, there's just always something. And there's always something going on. You know, Christmas Day, it was packed down here. I saw some live streamers here in town that were down here Christmas Day. It was packed. It's like, you know, because there are a lot of folks that, you know, that don't celebrate Christmas, of course. So they come during the time that everyone else is celebrating, and it tends to be cheaper down here for them, especially if you're coming from international, etc. So it's really, really cool to come down here, and there's, you know, there's no last call, there's no days off. It's always going, which, I mean, I'm from South Florida originally, and that was how South Florida kind of was. But I mean, they did have some places that were open till 4 a.m. and that was pretty much it. But you know, back in my younger years, I would have stayed out until 4 a.m. But close to LA, yes, definitely. And that's the other thing. The only thing that Vegas is missing is the beach, and that's 4 hours away. The beach and the ocean. That's the only thing this town is missing. Maybe you know, some snow, like a white Christmas or something like that. But other than that, that would be it. Yeah, I would think, because there's always something to do in this town. And now we've got sports, you know, with the Knights and the Raiders, and supposedly the A's, and they want to build an NBA ready stadium up here by Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard. And that's like, whoa, dude. Wow. I have to be careful down here. It's weird that you're going to build a stadium without having anyone to, you know, occupy it. But you know, they're using that as the bait, right? The lure to get people to get someone to make a decision to move a team here. Señor Frogs over there at Treasure Island, and then Encore and Wynn right there. And I want to go, let's see, this is Sands right here. Fontainebleau's up there on the right. I want to go down Fashion Show Drive for just a moment, just a quick moment here. Okay. And I want to make a left onto Fashion Show Drive. So you have the Fashion Show Mall over here. And again, a lot of great shopping there too. You got Benihana in there. Of course, that's a chain. Maggiano's, Galpao Gaucho, Brazilian Steakhouse in there. El Segundo Tacos and Margaritas. Sushi Bar Restaurant. Happy Camper, that's a pizza patio bar there. In addition to all their regular shopping. Capital Grill, that's a chain. But, again, tons and tons of options. I'm going to go ahead and make the left here. Follow this billboard truck here. It's Forever 21 there. That's over the top. I don't think they need that huge sign out there. But I wanted to bring this up here because it's in the news and it's current events right now. I wanted to bring us up here to the Trump Hotel, the site of that event earlier this week. And I haven't been here, so I don't know how they're treating the area. I can tell you that the police presence has been enormous since that event, even after New Year's Eve. Looks like they've got Metro up there right now. Yeah, so he, I guess he offed himself, they're saying. So there is the drive to get in. Oh, okay, I screwed that up. Let me do this again. Looks like I screwed this up. And so I'll go here. Oh, but I can't. Yeah, he was from Colorado, also an Army vet, I believe, and just really, really strange. They both rented from Turo, that they call it car sharing. I think of it as car borrowing app, because you're borrowing someone else's car. Go ahead and make this U-turn here. And there's the bright light of Resorts World right there in front of us. Trump International Hotel here. Yeah, I don't think they're going to let me up here. Probably asking folks for credentials or reservations, etc. here. Yeah, so they've got the gate here, and they're asking folks before they come in. So I'm afraid I can't get in there right now for you guys, but... And they're asking people here on the other side, looking to turn left in there as well. You turn up here. That wasn't at me, that was at the other guy. Yeah, see they're blocking everything off here. There's a look at the front of it right there. Really, really crazy. So now we're gonna go back towards the strip here. Also, just a quick little plug for a buddy of mine here in Vegas, does drone videos. Vids from Mike, V-I-D-S-F-R-O-M-M-I-K-E. Does some awesome drone videos, sunrise and sunset drone videos. Really, really nice guy in real life. I really like helping people out like that. Thankfully, I think the people that were injured they said last I saw they were all in stable condition here at the, from that event at Trump Hotel. So that's a good thing. El Segundo Sol, the second son, tacos and margaritas. Can I turn left in this lane? I can't tell. And then of course all the Highline shopping that you have here as well in this town, if that's your thing. I mean, it's hard to find if you're, you know. Of course, nowadays everything's available online when it comes to material goods. This Tesla just dropped this woman off. What were you guys doing? Uh-oh. I don't think I can. I think I have to go straight. Oh, I screwed that one up. Let me see if I can get her behind this guy. So these guys could get past. I gave you room. You guys have plenty of room there. Well, they're honking at the cars up there they can't see that the pedestrians are crossing, so they can't turn up there. A lot of impatient people here in Sin City. Celine Paris, Lowe, Bottega Venezia, Cartier, Louis Vuitton, Off-White, Earth Cafe, I guess that's how that's pronounced. I was going to see if I could like go find a spot to try and watch the Sphere, but it's really, really difficult. They've made it extremely difficult to get down there and just to even park and watch the Sphere for like 10 minutes. The parking is a nightmare down there. And they chase you off. They chase you off, or they charge you, you know, a lot of money. There's Encore Beach Club there off to our right. And that huge LED right there. So the world's second largest LED screen right there on the side of Resorts World. That is bigger than the 4-block one down at Fremont Street. Bring us up here to Convention Center Drive. Get our way from these guys. Go up here, and this is the North Strip, of course. Have the Fontainebleau, Ross Dress for Less, and Denny's, an American icon. Peppermill. If you've been to Reno, the one in Reno looks nothing like this one. This one is tiny. But the one in Reno is massive. It's a huge, well, massive for Reno. Huge hotel resort casino up there. This is Resorts World, the side of Resorts World. They have an LED screen there. They have LED screens everywhere. It's very Times Square-esque. Yeah, there's the Fontainebleau right there in front of us. Good call, Goat. Las Vegas famous Pink Box Donuts. Advertised to be so good you'll lick the box. So this is the light for Resorts World here on the left, and then you have Circus Circus over here as well. Oh yeah, you're right. Pretty much the congested. Yeah, it's going to be really bad for CES because it's being held here at the convention center. So let me go over here. Is this the entrance for the Fontainebleau? I'll try it out and see what happens. Off of Elvis Presley Boulevard. Because it's got Fontainebleau on the side here as well. Okay, and then we have the Westgate right there in front of us. So let me get over here, see where the front entrance is for Fontainebleau. This is it, Fontainebleau Boulevard. Yep. All right, South Park and South Ballet. I guess they have a North Ballet too. Okay, well I don't want to park, I just want to go through the entrance. Okay, go this way. Okay, good. So here we are. I hope it doesn't start buffering, guys, being underneath this building now. Let's see the Fontainebleau Las Vegas there. Members drop off only. You just drop your car off? Oh, I see. This is for Uber. Okie dokie. Not a very grand entrance, I don't think. You have arrived, it says there. Okay, so this looks a lot better than that. Guest drop off. And valet right in here.
GPS signal lost.
I lost the signal for GPS, but that's okay. But here is the entrance for Fontainebleau. And they have these big planters out here. Go ahead and exit here. And one way. And it looks like this is the same way out. Okay, so it's off of Elvis Presley here. Oh, take it easy there. So it's off of Elvis Presley Boulevard right here, and it's actually kind of probably nice the way they have it set up, so that way it's not interfering with the strip, having it set off the roadway like this. So that's good. There's Resorts World there on the left. And then this huge empty spot here, which is one of the spots that they were talking about putting an NBA stadium. Right over here off to our left. And there's the Sphere in all of its spherical glory down there, as well as the High Roller, the big Ferris wheel there. And then Circus Circus here directly in front of us. Yeah, so look at the old time lights. So that actually looks like Fremont Street, really. The Circus Circus and all the old flashing bulbs. I'm sure they're LEDs, but still, the flashing bulbs there. So, okay, so that's the front entrance for pedestrians there for Fontainebleau. And I'm guessing this is the north entrance. It says Avenue Fontainebleau. We'll check this one out as well and see how this goes. No tag on this truck. That's like an epidemic in this town. So many vehicles driving around without tags. The Uber driver, the one that took me to the Fremont last week, told me that in California, that's a thing, that if you're transporting a vehicle through the state and you get pulled over and you don't have a tag on it, you just tell the cop that you're traveling through, just passing through. Valet and through traffic, okay. Oh, that looked like it too. Shoot. Okay. I'll have to turn this thing around. And so, I guess that's a thing in California. You don't have to have a license on your car. So I don't know if that's just people doing it that way here, or what they're doing. Let me turn around here real quick. See if I can just skip through that entrance here. And valet. Okay. Whoops. Maserati SUV there. Taxis. Goodness, they're all so aggressive. Okay. So here's through traffic. I'll just stay in through traffic. But yeah, okay. So this is a much better looking entrance for sure. Through traffic right there. See the, they still have the wreaths up there. You guys are blocking both of these. All right. So there it is, off the side there. Got the spiral topiaries out front there. Staff only and taxis. And then self-park is over here off to our right. So I hope that helps you, buddy. So you got the two entrances. The one off of Elvis Presley probably on a Friday night, I imagine, at the beginning of the weekend would probably be a lot easier than this one. But either one will work off of Avenue Fontainebleau or Elvis Presley. Come back out here to Las Vegas Boulevard and make a right. And head back northbound. Now, this is all of this that we've seen is outside the city limits of Las Vegas. This is all in unincorporated Clark County, unincorporated Clark County here. So there you have the Sahara right there up here on our right, located here at the corner of Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard. And then you've got these condos that are over here. This is Allure, I believe, over here. And then, of course, the Strat. And the Sahara. Which has kind of a grand-looking entrance here. You know what? Let's drive through the entrance. As long as I don't lose the signal. That's what I don't want to happen. But we'll drive through here, just to give you an idea. And go over here. And there have the taxis out here waiting for fares. So this is what they want. They want to be able to go just up and down the strip. They don't want to go anywhere off the strip, I guess. They have those propane heaters going there. There's a G-Class Benz right there. Oh, free parking, good. That's a very rare thing nowadays here. Treasure Island still has it too for the moment. I've been in some groups on Facebook who've been theorizing that that's going to end soon. Especially when the Hard Rock guitar opens up. It's interesting, the Hard Rock in Florida because I grew up there and I used to go there, was always free and still has free parking. I'm interested to see if they will do that here. Hard Rock is owned by the Seminole Indian Reservation, Seminole Indian tribe. So be interesting to see if they end up charging. Because that's always been their thing, to try and get people down into the place. They don't want to be, you know, charging folks. There is another big bright LED screen. I don't know how that one's smaller than the one back on Harmon that we saw there. There's Bonanza. Gift and souvenir shop, said to be the world's largest souvenir shop. Saw a sign, and I don't see it right now. See, it says CBD products, but they're not allowed to sell anything with THC in it within 1,500 feet of the strip. That's why they call it CBD products. But I saw a sign that said, if it's in stock, we've got it. Outside here. I'm not seeing that sign right now, though. But that's funny. That's good stuff. This is kind of a slow season here. And you can tell the traffic really wasn't that bad coming up the strip at all. It was really, really kind of easy to get up the strip this evening. And the Golden Knights are playing tonight. They have a game at 7 p.m. Pacific against the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo Sabres. Sahara is, of course, a major east-west artery here throughout town. Traveling from Desert Foothills, drive all the way out to the east side of town, where it just kind of ends just east of Hollywood Boulevard. Fun city. And so you have a lot of these old-time neon signs and stuff that they put up here in this stretch between the Strip and the Fremont Street. Welcome to the city of Las Vegas. Of course, if you're unfamiliar with it, back in the day, the folks running the casinos up at Fremont Street, both of these are the Deuce. What are you guys doing here? Uh-oh. Someone's having an episode or something? Oh, goodness. Oh, we hit someone. Oh my God, the bus hit someone. Oh, no. Walgreens cookie dispenser. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh my God, I hope that guy's okay. There's the ambulance coming now. Wow. Carl's Jr. Yeah, I've had it a couple times, and it is good. Yeah, I like In-N-Out too, so it's kind of it's a toss up for me. It's really, really hard to decide between the two of them. Ambulance going the other way. Got the Showgirls there in the middle, separating these two forking roads here. Las Vegas Boulevard and Main Street. St. Louis Square over here off to our right. So yeah, back in the day, the casino operators on Fremont Street, they decided that the city was starting to impose what they felt were a little too much in the way of rules and regulations. So some of the casino operators are like, fine, I'm just going to take my casino and go outside the city limits. And that's what they did. And that's why the Strip started to grow the way that it did. Because of over-regulation and bureaucracy and everything. Even back then. That's what led to the formation of the Las Vegas Strip. You have Peppermint Hippo there on your right. A gentleman's club. As well as Boston Pizza. I've heard good things about Boston Pizza. I haven't been there. Need to trek it out someday. 4th Street over here off to our left. Hotel Shalimar, Las Vegas. And Paradise Motel. So this is the stretch here between the Strip really, and Fremont Street. 1.8 miles is the distance. I would not recommend walking it, especially in July, when it's 100 million degrees outside. But you see the neighborhood you'd be walking through here. And yeah, you can kind of decide for yourself if that's something you want to try and tackle. Fun City Motel there. Old time sign. This is Charleston Boulevard. I want to now. I don't know how many of you are familiar with some of the groups on Facebook. My wife and I, we always get a good laugh. Oh golly, we got a bicyclist coming. We always get a good laugh out of the folks on the Facebook groups for Las Vegas that always talk about going to this place. And I don't know if any of you are on any of those Facebook groups, but I wanted to point it out to you here real quick since we're right here anyway. I've never been here. I'm never going to be here, but wanted to point it out real quick. Oh, by the way, this is Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum right here. There it is. Oh, we got someone behind me there. Sorry, guys. Okay. But that is the Haunted Museum there. And where is it? Where is it? Let's see. So the place I'm looking for is called The Green Door. Hey, Tobin, welcome. The Green Door. It is a place where couples go and exchange things with one another. I'll try and stay away from the actual word, but I think I missed it. Did I miss it? No, it's right up here. But I remember it was supposed to be right up here before Maryland Parkway. And that's Maryland Parkway right there. Let's see what we've got here. So yeah, these guys, they like to joke around on these Facebook groups down here in Vegas about the Green Door. I'm trying to see if I can find it here real quick. Winnie and Ethel's Downtown Diner. Yukon Pizza. Yeah, you could probably Google the name too and see what it's about. Another Capriati's sandwich shop. It's part of a chain here in town. And is it back over here? So you have the Huntridge Theater over here. Shout out to Tobin. Tobin is awesome. Does some terrific work for our channel. Wing Express bar package. Huntridge Tavern, it says there. Well, it was supposed to be in here somewhere. This looks like, oh, it's a Savers, okay. I'm not sure. Ooh, okay. You go first. I'll go second. Tattoo shop there on the other side of the street. Yes, Goat, absolutely. That's the one. But I don't see it. I was hoping to see it. I've never seen it myself in person. I've only Googled it and stuff. I've only heard so much about it because everyone jokes around. So that's the thing is on Facebook in these groups, people will be like, can anyone recommend a great place for me and my wife to go eat? And people will be like, sure, the Green Door. And it's like a running joke on there. People always joking around about the Green Door. Or someone will say, you know, it's just something, you know, they'll ask a serious question about Vegas. And someone will be like, oh yeah, go to the Green Door. It's pretty funny, yeah. My wife and I like to laugh about it a lot. I'm about to clear the traffic here. We'll head back over to Las Vegas Boulevard. It was supposed to be right here, right in front of Maryland Parkway somewhere. But I'm not seeing it. We have a Circle K there. Some well-lit awnings there for Circle K. Wait here and make the U-turn. Yeah, Tobin, sorry about. Yeah, I put up notification earlier that I was gonna go live. I did do some Kyle Ranch today. Kudos to you for giving me the idea. I'll post those videos. Post them up. Hopefully this week, time permitting, and then Really interesting. It's so weird to see that place. It's like in the middle of this huge industrial area. The 80s Cafe, you know what? I thought it was. Or is it closer to Fremont? Huh. Now I can't remember. Because I got myself all turned around. Let's turn around here. Okay. It's a Huntridge Center over there. But it's not advertising the green door. Is the 80s Cafe actually is it on Fremont? No, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm not seeing any signs for it. Because I know they have... Oh, is that the Nerd Bar I'm thinking of? The Nerd Bar is downtown at Fremont. But they do 80s themed stuff there, I believe. And there is the Haunted Museum, Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum once more, with its eerie red lights out front. A big mystery, yes, yes. And I mentioned some of those there with Helen Stewart's husband and his demise there at Kyle Ranch. Yeah, was it D-Man that's up there in Seattle? Is that what you said earlier? Tobin's up there in the PNW too. It's around Fremont strip mall where the green door. Yeah, yeah. And they don't have the best signage. You'd think they'd want to be found or something. I always like pulling in here because I know there are a lot of fans of the show. This building here, if you have watched the History Channel's Pawn Stars, should look familiar. This is where Rick Harrison and crew would offer 25 cents on the dollar to folks. But you see the parking lot here, it's very, very small. If you've never been here, it's really small. I mean, the building itself, it's probably bigger than it feels like because it feels very narrow because they have so much stuff in there. Jollibee's. No, I haven't, and that's something I want to do. That's Filipino food, right? I think I need to do that with my wife one day. This is Pawn Plaza over here. This is Rick Harrison's brainchild over here. This was, he has the South in Your Mouth, put some South in your mouth, barbecue place right here. As well as some shopping in there. Not very busy. Every time I ever come in here, it's never very busy. There's a taqueria in there. Cantina. But, not a whole lot in the way of traffic. Foot traffic. He may have overestimated how well he would do there. Yeah, Olympia. Yeah, I didn't want to put that out there unless you wanted it to, Tobin. That's why I said PNW. Sit here and wait for the cross traffic here. Jollibee's. Has anyone else in the chat been to Jollibee's? Hey Tobin, actually, you know what's funny? One of the signs that I saw earlier out there at the Kyle Ranch mentioned someone named Octavius Gass, G-A-S-S, just like the street right behind us. And there was someone else named Decatur something, and I'm guessing those are the folks for whom those two streets are named. Rick's Barbecue. Yeah, I've never done it. I need to do that. Go, definitely. Lone Palm Motel, one of the old time signs there. Graceland Wedding Chapel, Mon Balami Wedding Chapel. As we approach Fremont Street in downtown. Yes, they have, Lucas, they had certainly the Hard Rock, which is on the Seminole Indian Reservation there in Hollywood, Florida, which is in between Miami and Fort Lauderdale, probably closer to Fort Lauderdale, but they have all sorts of casino, like the same thing as here, table games, slots, everything. And they also have, oh gosh, well, of course you can cruise on the ships too and go gamble on the ships, but they have the horse tracks down there too, and I'm not sure what's at the horse tracks. I think they have slot machines at the tracks, but I don't think they have table games. I'm thinking of like Gulfstream Park was one of them. Hialeah Park was another one. Pompano Park, but I think Pompano Park closed. Yeah, so they have, and then of course the there's the Miccosukee Indian Reservation as well. They are in what is now called Miami-Dade County. You'll see them advertise if you ever watch Marlins games or you watch a team that's playing at Miami, playing the Marlins. They always advertise out on the outfield wall, Miccosukee Indians and the Miccosukee tribe. I'm gonna go up here. So this is Fremont Street Experience here on the left. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten over. Would have had a better spot. That's all right. And this old Ford dually there is turning very late. So there is the Heart Attack Grill. It is a major disappointment. Yes, I agree. And the prices are like crazy, right? I mean, you can't just pick up a souvenir just to say you were there. It's really expensive. Everything in there is really expensive. They had a Canon in there that I saw featured in one of the shows, and I have a picture next to that thing. I think they wanted like $2,500 for it. And I'm like, no, that's okay. I'll just take a picture, thank you. $3,500. Goodness. And then you have something called Inspire here, but it looks like, so they've been trying to lease this space up here on the second floor. They're calling it a nightclub space there. And then street tacos. Look at this. This street taco here is packed. Wow. Here at Fremont and Las Vegas Boulevard. We'll go up here to Stewart Avenue, named for the Stewart family and Helen Stewart, who was the first lady of Las Vegas, because they were part of the first home site here in Las Vegas. I think I got that right, Tobin. I think I finally got it right. So here is Stewart, major east-west artery here in town. I'm sorry, on the east part of town. It ends right up here at Main Street Casino. And then the Mob Museum up here on the right, formerly the United States Post Office, also a former federal courthouse. Kudos to Tobin for helping me out with that one as well. I like to pull in here just to bother the security guard. They always get upset. Oh, they got a crowd out front. Are they doing a wedding? They're doing a wedding. Look at that. They're taking wedding photos. Wow. Right in front of the Mob Museum. That's wild. Not the first place I'd think of to take a wedding photo. Gonna pull in here. Yeah, the security guards always get mad because they want you to pay them. I just pull in here to pull out so I can show you guys the building. All of the casinos down here downtown all say free parking with validation, and the validation game is getting really, really hard to play nowadays. I've heard all sorts of stories about some of them wanting you to get 2 and 3 drinks before they'll validate it. But that is the Mob Museum there. Again, the former post office here in downtown Las Vegas and former federal courthouse. I've not been there, and from what I've heard from Tobin, it is not the kind of place that I could probably put up on YouTube anyway. A video of it at least, so I'll just have to go in there for my own enjoyment someday. My wife is into that history as well, so it'll be good to take her down there. Come back out here and head westbound once more on Stewart. Yeah, see, they love to advertise. Free parking, sure. After your 5-drink minimum. They want you to spend money at the machine. I was watching, if any of you are familiar with Planet Chaos, my wife and I were watching him last night live stream. He was down here on Fremont, and he's a fun guy to watch. Really, really cool guy. If you haven't seen his stream, go throw him a like and subscribe. Really, really nice guy. Got the opportunity to meet him on Halloween. And he was here at Circa last night. And he and his wife got 2 drinks from the waitress, server. And then they waited while they dropped some money into the General Tso's machine, slot machine. He said it was one of the newest ones. And dropped $100 in 7 minutes into that machine. He's like, well, me and my wife, we just paid $52 each for a drink. I was like, wow. Oh my God. I would just hate myself forever. Crazy Las Vegas story. Oh, I'll have to think of one. Huh. She sold the land to William Clark. Yes, that's right. You're right. That's right. I totally, yes. And William Clark was a copper magnate from Montana, I believe. But he is the namesake for Clark Avenue here downtown in Las Vegas. There's also the namesake for Bonanza Road before it became Bonanza, but there was confusion over that. Again, shout out to Tobin. Thank you. I'm trying my best to remember everything. Circa over here, New Kid on the Block, 480 feet high up into the air there, stretching into the Las Vegas sky. Crazy Las Vegas story. You know what? I'll have to think of some. I had a crazy neighbor at one time here. Well, that was in Henderson. Plaza Hotel over here off to our right, facade of which was featured in the movie Back to the Future 2. It was Biff's Pleasure Palace back then. And U.S. Senator from Montana. Perfect. Excellent. There is Fremont Street Experience right there. I'll be going in there shortly to take some video for you guys. I can't live stream in there like the others do because I get so afraid of the copyright, man. I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get strikes against my channel or any of that stuff, so I take the video and then I do voiceovers for it just because I get so scared. I don't want to have anything happen to the channel. I'm doing this for my sons. This is like a side hustle for my sons. So I don't want to do anything to jeopardize that. But I do like coming in here to the Golden Nugget especially to show you guys this. This is fun. On New Year's Eve, they charged the same amount to park here at Golden Nugget that they are right now. So that was kind of a welcome sight. They didn't try to gouge so much like they're doing now. The taxis all lined up there waiting for their fares. But this is the reason I like to come in here. And I can't zoom in, so I'll try and do the best I can here. But $50. $50 to park here at Golden Nugget, 0 to 24 hours. $50. That was another reason that I took Uber down here on New Year's and home, because I knew I was going to pay a ridiculous amount of money in parking fee down here. One of the parking attendants down here, I think it was at Fort Queens, when I walked by, he told me that it was $100 to park at Circa that night for New Year's Eve. $100. That is just obscene. And turn, make a left here on Casino Center Boulevard, which runs right up the spine of Fremont Street here. You can see the Fremont Street canopy right there. Oh, thank you, Tobin. I appreciate that very much. Celebrity or musician? You know, I haven't. Well, I mean, I'm a huge Star Trek nerd, so I like going to the Star Trek conventions, but I don't count that because I pay them money to take photos with me. But I have seen, my wife and I have actually seen Flava Flav. So there's one. He was at, it's called Smoke and Fire barbecue shop on the east side of town. You can see Las Vegas City Marshals there on the right. They are in charge of city-run property. City-owned property, I should say. As you watch the masses here in front of us. Musician, so I did get down here. I have video of Sebastian Bach when he did a concert here in July. He did, he's formerly from Skid Row, lead singer of Skid Row. And then we also had Rick Springfield down here at a concert. The free concerts that they do down here, the summer concert series, they call it, down here on Fremont Street. So I didn't get to meet him, but I didn't get to meet Flava Flav either. So when I was in that restaurant, I went up to the server that I had at that time, and I'm like, hey, you know, because our server had just gone over there and talked to him. And so I'm like, okay, well, you must have some sort of familiarity with him. Is he approachable? You know, I don't want to go up to him and have him, you know, whatever. So he's like, yeah, not really. He doesn't really like to be bothered, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I didn't. I just took a picture of him from far away. So it's hard to kind of tell that that's him, but that was really the only one that I've got, come to think of it. Wahlberg and Katie. Yeah, I haven't seen run into, and Wahlberg's got a huge presence here now, of course, with his Wahlburgers, but also because of the film thing. They're trying to move Jerry Rice. Really? That's cool. Wow, were you able to talk to him at all? Or take a picture? Jerry Rice, that's a big one. All-time NFL receiving yards leader. Oh, you didn't buy? Yeah, I know. That's how I was after the server's like, no, he doesn't like to be approached. I'm like, okay. I mean, I read people all the time who say that on Facebook groups, they say they run into these guys at poker tables and stuff down on the strip at in the casinos. Whether that's true or not, who knows? But they say that they run into some of these big name celebs down there. Yeah, it's hard to tell whether any of those stories are true, of course. I'm going to drive down Fremont here and then swing back around, come back up Fremont, and then I'm going to end the stream after that so I can get on to Fremont and start taking more video. Wow. Piro's. That's an Italian place, I think, right? Sarah Jessica Parker. Huh. That's cool, Pretty Mama. I've never, yeah. Flava Flav, I think, is the only one. Aside from the Star Trek celebs. And Star Trek World. Some of that's been crossover, but again, you pay, you know, I paid $100 for a photo with William Shatner. So, yeah, it's, they don't make it cheap. I try and find them in the hallways so that you can go in there and try and forego the fee, but it doesn't always happen that way. It doesn't work that way. They usually have handlers with them too when they're there at the Rio doing their photo ops, walking through the hotel and stuff. So this man on horse here in front of us used to be located in front of the Hacienda. Shout out to Tobin for that. Thank you. I did not know that until Tobin educated me on that, so perfect. Lance Burton called me on stage. Wow, that's cool. So there's a little bit of elbow rubbing. That's cool. Yeah, this taco truck over here is doing crazy business. I've got to get out of here. They're playing music over here off to our right. This guy is not supposed to be there. What are you doing? Okay, we're going to make this left. And this is Fremont East District here. The area known as... Hey, Bill, how's it going? The area known as the Fremont East District. There's Evil Pie there, where you have to wait to get in, to pay $8 for a slice of pizza and a beer. Therapy, that's a nightclub slash restaurant during the day. There's El Cortez, opened in November 97. I'm sorry, what am I saying? November of 41. I don't know how 97 got in my head. El Cortez, they have remodeled it. It looks pretty good inside there. David Spray, oh yeah, he is. I know, I saw that. Compared to some like Adam Sandler and stuff, he is a pretty short guy. Yeah, I saw that though. What is it? Section 31, right, Lucas? I think that's supposed to be coming out. It's only on Paramount though, I think, right? The streaming service. So what is this over here? Roulette bar? Okay, they put up new signs. That's what they're doing. Show bar. That was not there last weekend or whenever was the last time I drove by here. There is the Praying Mantis, whose creator created the Praying Mantis as a wedding anniversary gift to his wife. It was first featured out at Burning Man, and then again at Zion National Park before it came here. Again, shout out to Tobin for helping me with that. And another shout out to Tobin, We Hot, Western Hotel up here on the right. The sign remains, but the operations have ceased. There is no more casino or hotel there, but the sign lives on. Western Hotel, We Hot. And then over here on the left you have Beautiful. They try and help clean up the area down here. Last night I had a dream that disco music was making a comeback. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Lovely. I should have known that I was going to fall for that. Atomic Liquors right there, right on, Tobin. Yes. Atomic Liquors. That's a very popular local spot, as well as the fact that the hangover, the first hangover was actually the crash occurred there. And I'm going to pull over here, where Mr. Chow crashed into the guys. There are a pair of semis. I know there's a name to this, and I've got to remember this one too, Tobin, but I can't remember it. Dueling semis. No, that's not the name. I've got to remember it. Tobin's a blessing to this channel. He has all this terrific information, shares it with us all. It's awesome stuff. Come up here to Maryland Parkway, another major north-south artery here on the east side of town. Have a lot of video of our time up and down the Maryland Parkway. So check that out in our video library if you haven't. Siegel Suites right here, Fremont 3. So Siegel Suites has, oh gosh, and you just put this today too. Siegel has 27 of these hotels in town, something like that. 25, 27. I just saw it earlier. Something like that. Peterman Roy, yes! Yes, you know what? It is. I will definitely count that because I got to meet Peter too. Oh, we got some police activity over here. Behind Siegel Suites. At the police tape up right there on our right. Not sure exactly what's going on. I hear a ghetto bird overhead too. Looks like they got a perimeter set up actually. Right there. Mayweather's uncle. Nice. Wow, that's cool. Huh. That's cool. Yeah, so I got to meet Peter. He's the lead singer for the group, the Vegas group here called Spandex Nation. They do all like 80s rock and stuff. And then he also does a group called Monroy as well. So got to meet him. And he's really, really cool. Really down to earth, really cool guy. I know straight out of Vegas, when he goes down and does the Tony Marquez band, as we continue eastbound here on Fremont, when he does the Tony Marquez band, they do shout outs to him when they're on stage singing. When he's there filming them, they'll do shout outs to him. That's really, really cool. I tried to contact Alter Ego, one of the other local groups here. I tried to contact them on Facebook and say, you know, hey, how about you guys throw my channel name out there, and you know, I'll show them your videos and stuff. I never heard back from them. Oh well. But I figured I had to try, right? Alter Ego's pretty good. They tend to play the same music over and over again, but other than that, they're pretty good. Pepe's Tacos over here on the right. Adele too, yes. Yes. Yeah, she has a residency here. Brittany had a residency here at Planet Hollywood. I don't know what happened to that. Pepe's Tacos over here on the right. Charleston, yep, exactly, Charleston. Pepe's Tacos, do you see the building there? On the right, it looks like a former International House of Pancakes. And I believe that's what it was. And that trademark, remember that old light that they would have on top of the sign for IHOP? That's still up there. They painted it yellow, but it's still there. Pepe's Tacos open 24 hours. Car says it's 76 outside. There's no way it's 76. Live at Christie. Oh, cool. Dave, awesome. To the back of Vegas. I know, yeah. Especially here on the east side. You get to the outskirts very quickly here when you're on the east side of town. Thanks for being here, Dave. It takes a while to get out to the other side of town, like Summerlin and stuff, and certainly down to where Inspirada and all that is now. One of our viewers, David, now lives in Maine. He used to live down there in the Anthem area, he told me. And traffic down there is a nightmare. They did not plan that very well at all. I'm going to make a U-turn up here and head back up Fremont. Whoa, see? And then you have a lot of pedestrian vehicle collisions here, and that's one of the reasons why. Everyone always assumes it's the driver at fault, but it's not always the case. Before you turn around, 1,000 feet past Nellis. Oh, yeah. All of Vegas, yes. Yes, absolutely. Up there by Samstown and Boulder Highway, yeah. I like to go up to the end of Charleston there. Charleston and Hollywood, just past Hollywood up there. Get a great panoramic view. Well, pretty much panoramic view. You can't really see the north end of town all that much, but there's really nothing to see up there anyway, other than Aliante, if you want to see Aliante, but that's about it. There's really nothing else up there but like warehouses and residences for the most part in the northern part of the town. We are hiring. Right on. And then they have this Motel 6 here. Right here on the corner of Charleston and Fremont. I hope nobody... Oh, we've got a fire. I don't know how these guys are able to do this stuff. But they got the homeless, unsheltered, unhoused folks out here. Moved from Long Beach. Nice. Cool. Yeah, COVID, huh? The COVID era. The COVID era did a lot for a lot of people. I met my wife during the COVID era. It was actually a very good thing for me. Now have 2 beautiful boys. And that's a huge blessing. Very, very happy. You have to be happy with the cost of living here versus Long Beach, huh? Some of the rents down there I've seen just insane, and heard talking to folks. Not to mention just the cost of a house, you know, $500 and up a square foot for like a shack. That's just crazy. But to think that this used to be at one time the route that people from, especially from Boulder Dam when they were building it out there, this is the route they would take to come into the city to go gamble and let off some steam. Twice as much. Wow. Thanks, Jesus. I appreciate that. Yeah, I believe it. I don't know how people do it down there. I guess you just get used to it or something. But wow. I've heard of people walking, you know, working 2 and 3 jobs down there just to make ends meet. That is just, whew. The guy gave up after 3 hours. Wow. Oh, that's what we just saw up here, Dave? With the cops? Real estate here, you know, it depends on where you want to be. If you want to be like down in Summerlin or Henderson, you know, like the nicer parts of town, you're going to be over 300 a square foot for sure. Some parts of Summerlin are actually over 400 a square foot, and that's, you know, so you're talking a 2,000 square foot house for $800,000. That's out of my range. But, you know, some of the newer homes, especially the new ones they're building out there in Summerlin, are just crazy. I've been wanting to go out and actually go do a video of some of the model homes out there so we can get I can give you guys an idea of what the prices are. I need to do that in one of these upcoming videos, just to give you guys an idea. So here at 15th Street, that's where that crime scene is. Oh, you were here before then. Wow. Yeah. That was really eerie, driving down the strip and seeing nothing, like nobody out, no one walking, no one nothing. It was crazy. Police activity there. Still have the perimeter set up there. 824. Wow. Oh my God. So that's like what, over 600 a square foot. Holy God. Wow, Jesus, that's incredible. It's weird how when you come from the Fremont East District and you get back closer into the Fremont Street experience, it gets a little bit lighter, right? A lot more flashing light around and all that. Really good stuff. But guys, I want to thank you all so very, very much for joining. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Again, a heartfelt thank you from all of us here at the Vegas Don channel. 280 and bought 160. Nice. That's awesome. Oh, we got a pedestrian. And then he tells me to go ahead. Atomic Liquors again over here on the left. If you haven't already, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us on YouTube and TikTok. It really, really helps us out with the algorithm, the almighty algorithm. See the overhead arch here for the east end of the Fremont East District. It's like a warning. They don't want you walking past this, which is probably a good thing. Yes, B2 Tobin, thank you so much for being here. 40,080. Wow, 280. Jeez, that's awesome. Good job. That's awesome. There's the Silver Slipper, the 12-foot Silver Slipper. Kudos to Tobin for helping me out with that one. There is the Praying Mantis once more. Used to be in front of the Silver Slipper Casino. But again, thank you so much, guys, and I really appreciate all of you. Please look for the upcoming videos. I did a whole bunch of videos today. I'll be posting them this week. Look for those in the upcoming week. And as always, remember, it's the journey, guys. Driving compared to Florida, it's, you know what? It's not as bad. Florida is really, really, really congested. And my wife and I went down there in 2023. It's a zoo. It's really bad. It's getting that way here, though, because, you know, there were so many people moving here. And it used to be you could get from one end of town to the other in 25 minutes. Now, not so much. So I still think it's easier. Look at that old Caprice. It's on like 14-inch wheels. The Arbors in Sunrise Manor. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. I'll honk the next time I drive by there, buddy. Right on. Yes, I need the flaming antennas. I keep telling my wife, I need to capture the flaming antennas. I think it's at like 11:45 at night. I've seen another live streamer down here doing it, and I'm going to try and nail it tonight at 11:45. See if I can get it on video finally. Oscar's Martini glass there. Shout out to Tobin for that as well. The blue Martini glass there, named for Oscar Goodman, former mayor of Las Vegas. So again, thank you so very much, guys. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And as always, remember, it's the journey. I'll see you next time, guys.